It's not just a chant, but a mix of exhilaration and hope that sweeps through the Chinnaswamy every time our most beloved import steps onto the field. He is there when the captain needs a piece of advice. He is a calming support to the bowlers when they get sacrificed at the altar of a belter. And he is there when targets seem indomitable. There is a reason why ABD is called the Superman of world cricket. The trend was first noticed in 2011 and since then has only gained momentum, making ABD one of the most popular cricketers not just in South Africa and Bangalore but the world over. AB de Villiers is an indispensable part of the RCB setup. He mans the fence like a superhero, runs like wind between the wickets and comes down heavily on the opposition bowlers, all at will. He is perhaps the first cricketer in the history of the game to get as grand a coverage in the Indian newspapers as any other Indian star. ABD joined RCB in 2011 just when Virat Kohli was getting ready for bigger responsibilities. And in the years to come, the world would witness the making of a renowned partnership between two of the biggest superstars in the game of cricket. With a few big names retiring and moving to other teams, ABD came with a big reputation and in the next few years would play the role of a senior cricketer in the RCB setup. His jersey number 17 is a symbolic suggestion that he shields the 18 of Virat Kohli with everything that he's got, and he certainly does. ABD made his debut for South Africa in a test match in 2004 as an opener and would soon become one of the most reliable batsmen in the South African batting lineup after moving to the middle order. An ODI debut a few months later, and in the very following year, de Villiers would also make his debut in the shortest format of the game for the Proteas. South Africa's early exit from the 2011 World Cup and de Villiers' rise as a cricketer saw him take on the captaincy role in the white ball formats. And over the next few years, de Villiers would show the world why he is one of the best in the business. He could consume 220 balls for just 33 runs to force a draw against Australia in a test match. And he could even score the fastest ODI 100 in the history of the game of just 31 deliveries. ABD certainly had the knack to dazzle the cricket world every now and then. But even Superman has had a few encounters with the kryptonite over the years. For all the love that he has received at RCB, an IPL trophy has eluded the great man. And his story for South Africa's green and gold hasn't been much different either. ABD will be the first to admit that it isn't all easy at the highest level of international cricket. Having scored 482 runs in the 2015 Cricket World Cup, he did all he could as skipper but unfortunately suffered a heartbreak in the semi-final against New Zealand. And it was later in the 2018 season, right after IPL, when de Villiers decided to retire from international cricket. Will ABD come back onto the park for South Africa in the green and gold? Only time will tell. But for now, an IPL opportunity presents itself for ABD to desperately end his title drought. And no one deserves it more than a man who's played over 150 matches in the Indian Premier League. And at IPL 2020, we RCB fans are all in for ABD.
I embrace the fact that life is supposed to be up and down. It's not always just sunshine and roses. Similar with cricket, but I have that outlook on life. It's okay to have a bad day or two sometimes. Yeah. I'll always see the glass half full. Always very optimistic and always see the bright side in the situation. So I'm prepared for bad times because that's part of life.